tracks. And welcome to 540 Studio Beyond Season 3, the final episode of Season 3, everybody. We're gonna have a great time. We're gonna talk about, some of our favorite stuff and yeah, shit like that. We're not gonna go through normal topics as we normally do. So, yeah. And of course, I'm here today with Baron Orman Tag. How are you, man?
Yo, I'm doing fine. I'm happy to be here for the season finale. Wow, that sounds
Wow, yeah.
so official, doesn't it?
But it is the season final before next year, with season 4, of course. Um, and of course, we do have Anna's Gameland. Hey to you, darling. How are you doing?
Hello, good evening. I'm okay.
You should
Good.
you should have had her go first. Ladies first, not the ugly fat guy in the corner.
I'm not really a lady,
Age before beauty.
I'm
Yeah,
feminine, but I kick ass. So I'll leave
ladies
it.
can kick ass.
I'll,
Welcome
I'll,
to Leia.
leave, I'll leave it to the ladies in the stream. But thank you. Thank you.
And of course, we do have Mr. Kilted himself. Hey, brother. How are you doing?
Hi. Won the hell out. Last minute stuff at work got me home late, but I'm here.
Yeah, you're here on
Oh,
time
I'm
too,
eating.
man.
And
It's
you're high
crazy.
too. I mean,
No.
it's amazing. You let us know you're high and you're here. Cool.
Not even a little bit.
And of course, Cash Money said he would join us later. Hopefully, he will.
He's
We're
such
waiting
an
on you.
He's a liar. Liar, I tell you.
Yeah. And
Yeah,
No,
I'm eating my tofu sushi right now.
yeah. I know, and for me, I'm doing fine. Other than having a lot of troubles with computer shit for days and days, being stressed and tired, and also make me miss one of our big streams with the Game Awards that I was really excited for. But I'm still happy all of you were there and keeping the stream up and making a great stream. I rewatched a lot of it, and you guys were so amazing on it. It was a lot of fun to see.
Oh, thank you.
Uh,
Even
yeah,
tilted,
and
right?
it killed it, Yeah, even he was
I'm
fine.
not the one who started 5 minutes after the Game Awards started, so yeah.
But
wasn't
no, it
right.
was a lot of fun. I'm happy at least I got to join at the end-ish when my mic was working-ish. But still had issues, so I had to swap computers and yeah,
Oof.
a lot of stuff going on the couple of days. But finally, I do have a new computer, and the other computer is finally saved at the same time. So now I got 2 computers. So that's really
Oh.
nice.
Mhm.
But other than that, let's get into some stuff here and talk about some stuff. I'm not really used to do this, without topics because we normally talk about topics and shit like that. But today's different. So
He's got
let
stuff.
yeah, have some stuff to talk about, and let's just start with it while we're here. Topic 1, basically. What's your favorite movies and stuff from this year? Any favorite
Well,
movies?
well, first of all, you don't have to tell us what your favorite movie is. Everybody knows. Everybody knows.
And what is my favorite movie, Baron?
Barbie.
Borderlands.
Yeah, right. No, for me, some of
Cannot
the top
share.
movies, for me this year. Of course, everybody knows because I ramble about it all the fucking time.
No,
Rebel
not
Moon.
Oh,
Never heard of it.
Never,
Never heard of it.
never heard me talking about it. I gave both director's cut a 10 out of 10. They're basically everything that I ever wanted in universes like this. And
Hmm.
yeah, this is movies that I've been waiting
In,
for since my childhood, to be honest. And
in other words,
I
he's a simple man.
But no, for me, I really fucking enjoyed it. And on the second one, it's actually the new version of The Crow. That is
Mm.
not a remake, it's an interpretation of the comic. And again, I really highly enjoyed the movie. And after rewatching it, it did become a 9 out of 10 for me. Because I really, really enjoyed it, and I really enjoyed the story and what they did, even with the small changes, and also a lot of the callbacks from the comics. That it was kind of funny that people complained about the callbacks from the comics, and they said that certain stuff didn't make sense. And I'm like, but this happened in the comic. It's like this is part of the comic, bro. And it's like it's one of the scenes there, you will find out that, Eric does self-harm. I'm like, yeah, but he does that in the comic. Even worse in the comic when he tries to die. So yeah. The movie even starts with a white horse, just like the comics.
Mm.
Yes. So that was my second favorite movie this year. And my third one is a recent movie that just came out, and a lot of people are gonna trash it and hate it, yada yada. I couldn't give two fucks about what people think. I loved Craven the Hunter. I really fucking enjoyed that movie. I'm so happy I went to see it in the premiere day, and I had a great time. So that
It
is,
was even better than Rebel Moon, he told me earlier.
yeah, right. Yeah. No, that's my list of three movies that I really enjoyed. And yeah, let me not forget the new Lord of the Rings anime movie. I heavily, goddamn, enjoyed it. So that has to be my fourth one of some of my favorite movies this year, at least, that I can remember now. That standed out for me.
Hmm. I'd
Who
have to
wants to
go
go
with
next?
Godzilla minus one, The Wild Robot, and Deadpool Wolverine.
Okay.
There's like it's three different movies, three different genres. Wild Robot was absolutely fantastic. The animation was great. The story was great. Um, Godzilla minus one, a nice intro, reset whatever you want to do with the storyline on such a shoestring budget, and they told a fantastic story without really, I guess saying much, and just Deadpool and Wolverine was just for me just fun, great, fantastic action.
Okay.
Nothing else really, knocked it out for me that I can think of.
And for me,
Oh,
with that, the new.
Transformers one, that was good. That
Oh
really was
yeah,
good.
that
Yeah,
was really good. Yeah, 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 yeah.
it,
I
that
do agree
it's
with that.
it
Yeah.
failed because of the first trailer, and that's it.
Yeah, the trailer
Mm-hmm.
was not good, but the movie, I really
Mm-hmm.
liked that movie. That has to be my fifth favorite then, because I really enjoyed that movie. God damn it.
It was
The list
fun.
just goes bigger and bigger, man. They
It
actually
can
came
for
up with a lot
sure.
of
Yeah.
stuff I like this year. And what about you, Anna?
For me, I think not really like films, but TV shows like The
That's the next
Penguin.
topic.
That's next. Movies.
That's the next topic, yeah.
Oh, sorry. Like with
No
films,
problem.
things that I actually went to watch in the cinema. Okay, like Deadpool, Wolverine, really enjoyed it. Um, Also, Speak No Evil, which is a remake of the Danish original, which I really liked.
Yeah.
They
That's the
like
one with
made,
James McAvoy, right? The remake,
yeah,
right?
James
Yeah, I
McAvoy.
watched that. Yeah, I really enjoyed that. That was really
That
good.
was a good film, but it's made into a Hollywood kind of like
Yeah.
interpretation and not the Danish people, right? And
Yeah.
James, they like to make everything so dark and depressing.
Well,
To the
that is a normal
point.
comedy of Denmark and Norway and Sweden in general, how they used to be, with really dark how we normally are.
Yeah,
Is that the
Um,
one where the original had a much less happy ending?
yeah, the
yes,
ending
that
was not
ending with the
happy.
original is crazy.
The original was not happy whatsoever, but I did
No.
like the performance of the actors. I thought it was interesting how they changed
Yeah.
it. And then another one, which might be a little bit controversial, is
Jason likes Rebel Moon, so you're not going to be controversial.
Fuck you, Kilted.
nearly,
Fuck you.
nearly,
You
nearly.
like Craven the Hunter, so definitely, he's a controversy.
It Ends With Us. I thought that was a great story about domestic abuse and people abusing each other in relationships. So I thought it was it's based on a book and done in a
Movie?
very tasteful way, but the actors, apart from what's her face, Blake Lively, went out and said some bullshit. Like, apart from that, I thought it was a good way to get young girls into actually realizing, like, seeing the red flags and, noticing certain things. So yeah, I thought it was a good film for everybody, not just women.
Yeah. I'm not. What do you call the movie again?
It Ends With Us.
Yep.
It ends with us. It ends with us. It ends with us. Just. Oh yeah, yeah. No, I've not seen that,
Yeah.
but I will absolutely take a look at it. That I will.
And I have
Um,
so many like horror films and things like that are under the radar, which don't really they don't show in, like, cinemas or anything. But another one is the one with Demi Moore. God bless her. The woman looks so good for her 60 whatever 3
Yeah.
years.
Mhm.
That film disgusted me so much, like, but I loved it. What was the name of it? Substance or something, like, oh
it
my
sounds
god.
familiar. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah, that was great. There's so many different, like, The Horizon with Kevin Costner. Also, I can go on, but
Yeah. Yeah, but there were a couple of movies that actually was pretty good this year, in my opinion. Even though we have different takes on certain movies, like what I do, but I'm happy there's been, more movies to enjoy this year for a lot of people. That's the most important parts. And what about you, Baron? Any
Well,
favorite movies
just
this year?
just to show you exactly how much of a pop talk fraud I am. The only really movie I saw this year was Transformers One, and I thought was fantastic.
Good
It
choice.
was very, very enjoyable. Yeah. Haven't had the ability to really go out and see anything or whatnot. We don't have many streaming services, but Mike did have his movie night, and yeah, it was. And of
Yeah,
course,
it's
Mike's
really
word
great.
helped out with that one. I mean, when he came back and said, "Man, this is good," it's like, okay.
Yeah.
And and as I
No,
always
it
sit
was
back and
good too.
say, trailers make or break a movie. And this is one of those situations where a trailer broke a good movie. And whoever the idiot it is needs to be, Rochambeaued a few times by, all the Transformers fans out there. Just
Yep.
line up and start kicking up, kicking up, kicking up. But
Exactly.
yeah, that was a great film, and I enjoyed it immensely. I know there's some great ones out there. I wish I could. I haven't seen Dune yet. I need to sit down and watch that one. But uh,
It's
yeah,
okay. It's no Rebel Moon though.
Yeah, no, it's good.
nothing is Rebel Moon. Nothing is Rebel Moon. But talking about this, we can sit back and not be so black-pilled about everything, because here we are listing off some good movies this year, and the lists are starting to get bigger, and that's a good
Yeah.
sign. And let's hope next year and the year after the list gets longer and longer, because I
Yeah, I
think
hope
there
so.
are
Yeah.
people starting to wake up. This is, maybe we should do films that aren't as expensive and get a better return. Make sure we hit the audience right, and not the ones that just type on a phone on Twitter, who would never have and never would watch your product. And cater to the people that matter, the ones that love the genre or the franchise, or just loves movies.
Yeah, no, exactly. Exactly. No, I hope the list gets bigger too. I really do. I hope next year we will get a lot more and more enjoyable stuff. And also I'm rambling too. We are rambling too much. And thank you, Baron. Uh, so
What did I
hail
do?
to sad vibes, and hail to also rough girl. I think that is
Hmm. On my channel. Yep.
on your channel. Yes.
Yep. The lovely, lovely rock girl. She was airborne in the army, so she jumped from airplanes.
Yep.
Awesome.
Yep.
Yep. And then of course we also have the one and only Phil McCracken, of course.
Never heard of him.
Never. Oh boy, it's 2.3. Hashtag team epic fail. There's +1. It's good. Cash Money has a secondary stream. He gets it
No,
very upset
Joe.
and sad when there's no pop talk. Yeah, and we're streaming on his side too, and
Jace.
he's still
Yeah.
not here.
I downvoted this guy because he's not here. But honestly, you don't need to read any of his comments because they're always the same because he
Yeah,
does not work with
okay.
new material.
Yeah, we need
He's
some new material, Phil. You
yeah,
used to
I
be so
mean he's
good
just
at it, man. It's
he
like
used to
all
be
the
so good with it.
stories. Yeah, like all the stories about my lost testicle, man. You had so many
Yeah,
stories. What happened
yeah,
to
yeah.
your stories, man?
Yeah, yeah. I mean, oh, because he went full Biden, and you never go full Biden. He and Joey
Exactly.
are going to be sharing ice creams together on the shores there in Delaware soon.
Yep.
Mm.
And then, of course, the lovely Anna. And
I have heard of
she
her.
said, don't listen to Jace.
I hear that Anna's a really nice person.
Yeah, but don't listen to me. Well, my taste ain't bad. That's just my
That's the
taste.
wisest thing I've heard. Thank you, Anna. Wise words.
It's okay, comrade. I got
Da. It is
that.
And
good.
we
Tavares.
will
Da.
It's okay.
and we will
We'll
get
just
to
sit
that
down and have
later.
some vodka and cigarettes, and we'll toast to Jace. Here,
Yeah.
Nostrovia, Jace.
Dustin.
Nostrovia.
Nastarovie,
Thank,
Tavares.
thank you. And we will get to that later on. It's one of our other topics, and we're gonna talk about
What, Russia?
games.
Oh, games. I thought you meant
Games.
talking like Russians.
Yeah.
A Russian takeover here, right, Anna? You and I take this channel over. Da. Make it
And
straw.
hail to Frost Fang, and call me childish, but if
Frost!
Hawk Girl fights Superman in a new movie, she give him the
Oh.
Oh. Okay, kick.
And- Yeah,
Where's
ban
I'm a
him.
mod, right? I can kick him.
Yeah. No, I've not even seen the trailer yet of the movie.
I haven't either. Oh.
I know it
And
just came out. It just came out.
yeah, it came out today.
I saw a picture and he looked like a weenie. Superman, that is.
Yeah, he looks like the guy who.
I do like he always plays though like a gay people.
He looks like a gay twink guy who's a little buff.
So we got Super Twink. Okay, I understand.
Yes, it's Super Twink. I've seen the picture of it. That's what he looks like. And it kind of reminds me of the guy who runs All Elite Wrestling too. They have like the same hairstyle and everything. It's like, dude, you look like him.
Shouldn't you have a Superman hairstyle? I mean, that's what you're trying to go for, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Fuck you,
Mhm.
James Gunn. Just fuck you. And while we're at it,
Just-
fuck you, Mark Hamill. Just fuck you.
Yes, I was. No, exactly. But no, I think my taste is great. So yeah, listen to me. Listen to me. I have great taste. Rebel Moon is good. 10 out of 10 for me. It's good. But no, everybody has its different taste, and that's what's so good about it. We're just like we're geeks right here, right now, just talking about different movies, and we might not agree on everything of it, but But yeah, I know I hear that I have like really controversial takes on my movie taste. I hear it all the time.
Oh, that's good. It gets people talking.
Yeah, I hear it all the time. Exactly. And no, I've always been like that, you know. I still remember when the Warcraft movie came out and so many fucking people
I
hated that
loved
movie.
that film. Oh
Same
my god.
here. I loved it too, and I wish we got a sequel. And remember, the guy who created the movie is the son of David Bowie. Bowie.
Yeah.
So David Bowie was one of the first people to ever see the movie.
Oh,
So before he passed away, yeah. Um, but no, it's like when that movie came out, and we have all the news articles and other shit at that time, just trashing the shit out of the movie, and I'm just like, dude, this is a great fucking movie, and this is the time where I used to be a World of Warcraft player, and I was so happy with the execution of the movie and how they also expanded on so much more of the lore and story that was not in the games and stuff we wanted to expand on, and it was just really great. And yeah, I was controversial at that time too. I've always been like that. Always had a little
yeah,
bit different taste in movies, and no, for me, with Rebel Moon, I know I talk a lot about it, and I know a lot of people have different opinions on it, and it's completely fine. Of course, I don't mind. Um, just don't be like certain people out there on X who are completely handicapped. There's another word I really want to say to those people, but
mm.
trying to
So
keep
you're
myself
so
PG as
you're
much.
Leroy Fox. Leroy
Mm,
Fox.
yes, I'm Leroy Fox. Yeah. But no, it's like how I explain it. For me, I always kind of wanted movies like this. It's something I've always been waiting for. Something that really fits the taste of my movie, like how I view stuff and how my mind works. With how it's created, and it was just everything I ever wished for. And it was like the feeling that I got from watching the Rebel Moon, especially the director's cut a lot more, is the same feeling I had when I watched The Crow, the original, for the first time, and when I watched Star Wars. It was the same feeling of happiness and enjoyment and inspiration with movies, and made me get more inspired to continue working as an editor and writer. And it's just the
Mm.
same feelings for me when I watched it, and it's feelings that I have forgotten that I had, because I haven't really seen anything that really did hit me this hard in so many years. So with Rebel Moon, it did hit that soft spot in my heart of something that I've been waiting for so long to watch, if you know what I mean. So that is why the Rebel Moon is so high on my list, if you know my drift. So that's how it was for me.
No, we don't.
Yeah, you're driftwood. That's what you are.
Um,
No, but that's how
mm,
it was for me, at least, and how I viewed it, at least. And no, I can really go into depth with it, of course. But is there anything you guys want to talk about when it comes more to movies and stuff like that, or do you guys want to go over to shows? I know Anna, you had a lot more shows you can talk about.
Well, I guess the last thing I'd like to sit back and say is thank God there wasn't a Disney Star Wars movie that came out this year. They're kind of floundering, aren't they, on that? There's going to be a Star Wars film every year. Yeah.
Huh.
How's that going for
But
you?
mm,
yeah, and that's a good thing because we're gonna talk about shows, and yeah, Disney has done
Woo!
a new show, so let's go to some
yep.
favorite shows this year. So for me, God damn it, I watched so much. What is my You guys, Baron, you will start. I have to think a little bit of what I think
Yeah.
is some of my favorite shows. So I'll
Oh,
let you
God.
start.
Shows. That's a hard thing to do because honestly, I don't watch TV. I don't have any streaming
Penguin.
services.
Penguin
And
is
yeah,
one
I
is
don't,
one of my top
yeah.
list of the list.
A
Penguin,
lot of people have
yes.
said that. I'd like to be able to watch that, but see, I don't have any
you have
streaming
to.
services. I do have Pluto, and I have YouTube, and those are my main sources of television viewing. To say, uh,
And I've told you
maybe next
again,
year
if
I
you
can. Yeah,
If you ever need Netflix, just talk to me and we will fix it.
Okay, okay.
Yeah, I've said it multiple times. Just tell
I
me,
know, I know.
I will
It's just,
fix.
yeah,
I'm
it's
nice
just
that
that
way.
with, yeah, it's just with how everything's been lately. It's been so hectic. That's why I'm looking to 2025. I think it's going to slow down and calm down, especially with the long suffering getting a new job. But, and of course, Mondays and Tuesdays are our weekends now because of that. Um, but there are shows I wanted to see, even hearing the mixed reviews. I mean, still like to see Arcane season 2. I know there's mixed reviews, but you still got to watch it for yourself. If your goal is not to hate watching, but you just want to see it for yourself, and if I don't like what I'm seeing, I'll drop out and stop. If I do like what I'm seeing, or at least it's tolerable, I'd watch it all the way through. Because I want to do it for my entertainment. Um, and I know I'm hearing Skeleton Crew is pretty good, but
Yeah, I
I
will
don't have
say
I
that
don't have
that
anything Disney, so I don't want to pay anything Disney.
yeah, no, I get you. But no, when I think about it, my favorite show that's continuing, it's Cobra
Mm.
Kai. That's number
Hmm.
one for
Yeah.
me. It's
Okay.
Cobra Kai.
Mm-hmm.
Hmm.
Um, it's everything that I goddamn hoped that it would be. I have loved it since season one, and this is the last season. Next part comes out next year,
Hmm. And then you
but
got the movie.
and I'm excited for that too. But that's
Hmm.
me. But the part that came out this year got me so invested, and I just couldn't keep my eyes away from the show. Because the thing is that I normally watch shows then I play games on the side, like SWAT or some simple games on the side, and do stuff like I multitask. But I just had to quit playing the game because I got so obsessed just watching the part that came out this year, and it's like, god damn, it's so fucking fantastic. It's like that's how you treat legacy characters and also expand upon the story, and with the new characters, and also expanding the story with the old characters, and learning more about Mr. Miyagi. And I'm not going to spoil what happens for the people who haven't watched it, of course, but you learn more about Mr. Miyagi and his past and why he was so obsessed with n- being careful and not killing, and fighting and all this. You get to learn so much more, and it makes so much sense in the story, and it was just really goddamn fucking fantastic. And that's one of the shows I actually will give a 10 out of 10, man, because it's everything that I hoped it would be, if you know what I mean. It's everything that I hoped
Hmm.
it would be.
Yeah.
And then of course the penguin, that's how you do a
Mm.
fucking villain story. That was just
Hmm.
one of the most
Yeah.
amazing shows I've seen in a long time. So that's on the second place of my favorites.
And one I want to
And
see too, because Cash
yeah,
has been bragging it up. If he was here, he'd put it
yeah,
on his list.
yes, of course.
Yeah.
And what would I put on the third place?
But Cash isn't here because he's a loser.
Yeah, right.
Back
You
to you,
hear that,
Jason.
Cash? You
Don't be
hear what he
mean to
said?
Cash.
You hear?
It's in my contract. I have to.
um, another show that I've really, really enjoyed watching, it has to be Bad Memory Eraser. It's a South Korean show about a guy who basically is just really goddamn depressed. His life is just going downhill. He ends up, trying to take his own life. Um,
Hmm.
but they have like a program in the hospital thing there that like can like kind of help and erase bad memories and all that kind of stuff too, because he survives. So that's what they basically do. They erase a lot of his past and all his depressiveness and all that kind of stuff. So he doesn't remember a lot of what has happened in his life, other than the last thing he remembers was him being a kid and doing a tournament with tennis and all this kind of stuff. And then it's a long story, but it's real depressive. It's really beautiful and a good love story, and that was really good. I think I need to put that on third place. And on a fourth place, I would actually, honestly, I would never think I would ever say this in my life. You guys know how much I normally hate Disney Star Wars, and it's so weird for me to say, and I hate to admit it, but I fucking enjoy Skeleton Crew for so far. It's like I don't hate it. The trailer, I was skeptical. I was like, oh man, I'm so fuck this shit, basically. But I'm like, God damn it, I'm gonna give it a shot. Okay, fine, because I'm curious, and I really enjoyed Skeleton Crew so far. I do enjoy the story. Normally I do not like stories that are in with kids. It's not my thing. Kid stories. It's not my thing. But this story, it has a lot of wholesomeness. It has great moments, and it's actually pretty decent written. So I was really surprised at how much I really enjoy it. So yeah.
Oh,
How
oh,
much?
by the way, yeah, just watch the news in a few days. You'll know what happened.
And Frost said, "You what? Yeah, I will, give credit where it's due. Even if it's Disney, if they actually make something I enjoy, I will say that I enjoyed it.
I'll
Hey,
say this.
Um,
Frosty,
I'll say
this is
this.
the second one. Bad Batch. You like Bad
yeah,
Batch
I
too,
like
so
Bad Batch too. So yeah,
Skeleton Crew is the best Disney Star Wars TV show this year.
Mhm.
yep, it is.
Mm.
No, it is. I'm just so surprised that I expected to be like, God damn, I'm gonna trash this. I'm gonna hate this. And then I'm just sitting there and I'm just like, fuck. Why can't I get mad? What's happening? Everybody knows that, I don't like this shit normally, but no. It was, pretty good, pretty decent. And Jude Law, I like his character. I really enjoy his character. And yeah, I have liked some Disney Star Wars before, as I've said. I did enjoy Bad Batch when that came out. Now when I rewatched everything, the last season it's not the best. I have some issues here and there, but overall a decent show. I have liked one Disney book of Star Wars, Dooku, Last Jedi. It's actually a pretty good book compared to everything else shit they make. And yeah, I rewatched Andor this year, and I I used to don't I used to not like Andor, but after rewatching it, I changed my mind. So fuck you, Cash, because I can't mock you anymore. I fucking hate you. I I enjoy the shows,
uh-uh.
motherfucker. So I can't mock him anymore, unfortunately.
Yeah.
But what about you, Anna? Some of your favorite TV shows this year?
Definitely the Penguin, but also kind of going in a again different kind of plane. I don't know if any of you have ever heard of Hysteria with Bruce Campbell playing the cop. It's a
Oh yeah,
really
yeah, yeah.
fun show where a bunch of teenagers in the like 80s decide to get like like metal band together, and it's focused on the satanic panic thing that happened in the 90s, and um brilliant acting. It's such a campy thing. I really liked it. Bruce Campbell, obviously, like, love
Of
him.
course, of
Yeah,
course.
and then another one is Teacup. Again, an underrated show. It has Yvonne Strahovski, who played in Jesus Christ. What's the name of the show? She's been in so many shows, but it's a family on a farm, and like supernatural things start happening, and they can't leave the farm. Another really interesting concept idea. And then the third one was from oh, another super. I am so into like weird shit. I'm sorry.
Well, nothing wrong with that.
Like
I mean, I am too. I mean, I do pop talk and the beyond, so I'm in the weird shit too.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
it's kind of like Lost, and it's done by the same people who did Lost, but they like switched things, and like when you make the audience go on Reddit and like have all these theories, I love that. I love when people are like this theory, that theory. It's so good. From yes, and also any like true crime documentaries also.
Yeah. Yeah, no, and I also just remember another show that I also really enjoyed this year, and this is gonna go over, of course, Skeleton Crew and Bad Memory Eraser, and that's The Judge from Hell, also a
Mhm.
South Korean show, and she is a judge from hell. She is from hell, and all this kind of stuff, and she has to come, of course, up to Earth and do some stuff to like get back and a lot of other stuff. It's a really fun love story at the same time, and she's really badass when she has to kill people, because she's gonna send them to hell. And the way she likes go in their minds, and they have to relive all the bad things they have done. So, when she likes, prosecutes, evil people and killers and everything, and she is like she has to make them, when she goes in their mind, they have to relive all that, but they are the victim instead of who were the victim. So that the bad guys are the victims in their head when all this happens. So it's just really got amazing, and the love story. I love the love story. It's really funny because she thinks the guy that she falls for is a bad guy in the beginning, so she tries to kill him, and it's kind of funny. And then he gets revived and shit. But it's really funny. It's really good. Highly recommend it if you're into South Korean shows, of course. um, Anna, anything more you want to
I like
say?
the North Korean shows myself. So
Any more shows,
patriotic,
Anna?
so patriotic.
Yeah, right. Any other shows or anything you want to mention, Anna, that you enjoyed?
I could, but that would make me. Okay.
Tell us.
You're our
Mm,
guests, of course. Come on, just
mm,
spill out everything you
I,
liked.
I
That you...
I like the thing that no, I don't. I do, but I don't like with the whole like reality shows when they have
Really?
people. I don't
Yeah,
mean like
yeah.
Love
Reality shows can
Island
be
or
fun.
Love is Blind, or like they had a new season of The Ultimatum, and I religiously watch that where couples literally one person gives another person an ultimatum: you either marry me, and it's a reality show. Like that reality shit is so weird to watch. It's like I'm watching it from above, watching animals in a zoo. And they just released literally like 3 weeks ago a new season, and it's Nick Lachey, Vanessa Lachey. God, so annoying. But these couples have no morals. Some of them do, some of them don't. It's interesting to see dynamics of people interacting with each other. That's another show I have
Thanks for being here, dad man, and see you later, brother. It's good to see you,
Yeah.
man.
Take care, man.
Well, it's not MILF Manor. Oh God, I've seen clips from
Oh my god,
that.
another
Whoa,
show
whoa,
I
Milk
watched
Manor. Milk
on
Manor. Why
Paramount.
haven't I? Why is it the first time I've heard of that?
You've never heard of MILF Manor?
No.
Oh my god.
Oh my god,
Oh no. Okay,
Baron.
hold on. I got this. Baron,
Yeah.
MILF Manor is where they take a bunch of
God fucking damn it, killed it.
MILF Manor is where they invite a bunch of mothers
Mm-hmm.
and their sons to a shag house.
Yep.
We're getting into
Basically.
a weird area here.
Yeah.
Is this brought to us by F95?
I don't know.
Zone?
I don't know. But the
Okay,
point of the whole thing is for the sons to pick one of the mothers. And it's almost like, damn well the producers are hoping somebody gets drunk enough to bang their kid.
Right.
Yeah. And
Yeah,
I'm surprised
it's
it hasn't
something,
happened.
man. It's a weird
And,
show, man.
and there's another show I've been watching. There's a new season of I Love a Mama's Boy. I can't.
oh no.
Whoa.
It-
Whoa.
I have not heard about that one, but now I'm scared.
No, this is going to be where X Hamster should be having these shows on their streaming site. That's all I
No,
got.
it's so interesting because like some of these dudes are so like loyal to their moms, they don't care about their wives. So one of them actually allows his mom to go on speed dating, and she sits there in the background and
Hail to Steve, by the way. Hail to you, brother.
or another one like waxes his chest and shaves his beard, and his wife is like, why are you doing that? And she's like, because he's my boy. And it's like, what? It's so funny to watch. Yeah, so
What reality
do
shows
that.
can be really funny and
Oh,
so
no.
stupid.
Yeah.
And
And
it's
I
like,
just gotta-
I will just say, I still watch Jersey Shores once in a while because it's just so stupid. It's just so goddamn stupid. I used to watch it when I was younger and when it was on MTV. And they came
Yeah.
back with, a new show when they're older and they're married, blah 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 blah, all that. But it's just so stupid and funny. And I enjoy that. It's just I love stuff like that. And
And-
I also want to mention another show that I enjoyed. That's Twilight of the Gods, also by Zack Snyder.
Oh, I haven't gotten a chance to watch that yet. Crap.
Oh,
Yeah,
slow
yeah,
motion
and-
TV show. Okay.
And
No,
again,
no,
it's about
It's an
my
adult
gods, the stuff that
cartoon.
I believe in. So I was really happy, and he actually
That
did follow
nudity.
a lot from our lore, and that was really interesting, really good to see.
I don't know.
Certain stuff I was
I
not
do have
too
one.
happy with, like Freya is not a white person in it. I kind of did not like that, but overall, I really enjoyed the show, even though certain stuff I was a little annoyed by. But it was one of my other favorite shows this year because it was really good.
First of all, thank you, T Gap. You have made me defend Kilted here because MILF is a mother I like to fool around with, right? So notice the important word, mother. A cougar is an
Tell
older
your
lady
children
who
not
doesn't
to
have
wander.
children, that don't have children, and that's
No,
the
cougars
cougar
have kids.
who likes younger men.
Cougars are just older women.
Well,
Yeah, they
no,
are.
they're older women, but the MILF is the one that has the kids. And the
Cougars
distinguish
have
between the
kids.
two is the cougars are the ones that are older women who haven't had kids, but they like younger men.
No.
Mm-hmm.
No. Cougars
I'm
are
trying to defend
just
you,
qualified
man.
as an older woman, an older, attractive woman looking for the going chicken hunting.
Some young meat.
Yeah.
Well,
cougar. The classification for cougar is just an older woman that likes younger men, younger men. Yeah. 20-year-old can technically, I guess,
Yeah.
20-year-old.
Oh, what are you doing, Jason?
I was trying to click it and you were clicking it. Yeah.
Technically they can be, but
and Steve also said, I'm not gonna lie, when Jay said Twilight, yeah, no, not that Twilight. No. Not with the sparkly gay vampires.
Everybody is a team Edward. Come on.
What?
I'm Team Blade on that one. Sorry.
Yeah, I'm Team Blade. I just want Blade to show up every time, just slash the motherfuckers.
Just get Blade. Just team up Blade and Van Helsing, and
okay. Anna brought up something. Okay,
I'm
serious talk. Serious question then about it. What team are you on? Just with Twilight the movies, no Blade, unfortunately, even though we all love Blade. But you have to pick Edward, or
what?
Edward or Jacob.
Bleach.
I don't know anything about Blade. So, I mean, not Blade, but Twilight. So you know what my pick is? Out the door.
Silver.
Right.
No, I
I
will
mean,
say the first movie I didn't have too much problems with. I was like okay with it. The rest of the movies I was like,
Yeah,
it's not good.
I'm with Steve. I was tricked into watching the first movie, and it's just like, what the hell is what? No,
But yeah, I'm Team Edward.
hey, but at least it gave us 50 Shades of
E-
Grey.
Even though I hate sparkly vampires, and I think that's too super handicapped, and stupid. And but other than that, the first movie, it was really funny when she's taking ketchup on her food, but there's no ketchup coming out of the bottle. It's a funny scene.
What are you
Um,
talking about,
I
Dave?
have no idea.
I'm talking about some of the scenes in the movie. I'm talking about how great it is.
I don't even
Um,
know all the movies.
Unfortunately, I do.
Ladies and gentlemen,
I,
this is the twilight of the show. Nice knowing you. 3 seasons was a
yeah.
good run, wasn't it?
It was a good run, yeah. No, unfortunately, I have seen the movies. Unfortunately. It's like I said again, the first one is whatever. It's not the worst thing I've ever seen.
Ha-
It's stupid as damn, but
Dave's a quick question, and I will shut
yeah.
up after this. How can you say Rebel Moon is good and Twilight is bad? Like,
Because Rebel Moon is good.
There's no sparkly people in Rebel Moon, right?
It's no sparkle.
The only sparkling you should have in a science fiction film is Kirk being beamed up to the Enterprise.
right?
You cannot compare Twilight and Rebel Moon together. No. Completely
Oh,
different things.
yeah, I would rather watch Rebel Moon again.
oh,
Wow. Whoa. You got
Rebel
a
Moon is
con
still
for
one of the
Jace.
best movies ever created, so yeah.
no wonder Cash is not here.
But
He's in a tofu coma right now.
Mm.
Oh, I
yeah, he's
shouldn't
in a
have that
tofu
last
coma.
piece of teriyaki tofu, man. Oh.
But yeah, we need to get to Kilted, two of his favorite shows this year. And let
Penguin,
me guess,
Arcane.
he's gonna say, as you said it, Arcane, yeah.
Penguin, Arcane, and Secret Levels. I mean those are my top. Those are my top three. Not necessarily. Well, Penguin was the greatest thing I've seen in a very very long time.
It's so
I put it
good.
up there with
God,
Arcane season 1, as far as writing and characters and world building.
The story was just so fucking fantastic, man.
It was, and
really tore
they
you
didn't pull
apart too,
punches.
man.
They didn't try to make Penguin a sympathetic, like Penguin and Sophia. They weren't trying to make them sympathetic to the point where, oh yeah, I feel so. I love. No, they were both
And the ending again
evil.
too, man. It's
Oh,
like that. I'm not gonna spoil it,
oh
of course, but that ending
no,
again,
yeah. Like
bro.
which part of the ending? All of it, yes, all of the above.
All of it. It's just
Yeah.
the impact the whole ending is
Mhm.
goddamn doing, man. It was just goddamn.
I put
It's like
Secret Levels up there because the way they were able, the way the
not seen
studio
it
was
yet.
able to, oh, it's worth it. They were able to take just different video game IPs and give you a
I've
decent story, an enjoyable
heard a lot
story,
of
except for Mega
complaints
Man, which
about
was
the
only 5
Pac-Man
goddamn
story.
minutes. Everybody's saying Mega Man was only 9 minutes. No, it was 5. It had credits and intro. It was 5. Still
Then I
great.
want to ask you a question. How did you like the Pac-Man episode? Because I've heard a lot of
I
different
liked it.
views on it.
Strangely enough, I enjoyed it. It was strange. It's supposed to be. It looks like it's a game coming out, a little side scroller, almost Metroidvania. Labyrinth something.
Yeah, no, I just heard many people didn't like the Pac-Man episode because it was so different than what Pac-Man really is.
Yes, it was definitely different, but I still think it was good. So getting its own game. What is the name of it? Shadow Labyrinth. They're turning it into a video game called Shadow Labyrinth.
Okay.
But yeah, just Secret Levels for the most part. There was one terrible episode because it was Concord. It was just boring. and like the last
Of course,
episode
that
was
was your favorite.
oh yeah, that was not no the armored core one was my favorite.
I heard
There's
that was a
so
favorite
much.
episode of a lot of people.
Yeah, there's so much to say about each individual episode. It makes you want more. It makes you want to play the video games. So I think it did a fantastic job at accomplishing that. I know I keep getting a lot of crap for liking Arcane. I enjoyed season 2, even with its faults, even with the obvious faults
Hey,
and
that's
everything about
completely
it.
fine, man.
I was able to keep up. Other than that, I mean, I know you talked about Star Wars, the
Skeleton Crew.
Skeleton Crew. I'll give that show props because it's not insulting. It's not insulting to the audience so much. It's not insulting to the Star Wars universe or the lore that I've seen so far. And it actually does a better job at presenting you with a mystery
Yep.
than
It really does.
what the Acolyte was supposed to be trying to do. Well,
Yep.
Okay.
even with the cheesy names, SM33, it's like his name is
Yeah,
Come on. That's just like, who is oddly enough so far my favorite character.
Mine too.
Did
I
you watch the
love
last
that.
episode?
Yeah. Yes, I have. I
I
watched
think
it today.
I think Jude Law is doing fantastic. The kids
Oh,
and the
Jude Law
kids
is doing
aren't
so
doing that
amazing.
bad. I don't want to get off into a review of Skeleton Crew, but I have to say I wasn't expecting a lot from child actors because, well, it is what it is.
Mhm.
I don't think they're doing better than I thought they would, I guess.
Yeah, I think more episodes they're doing, they became better than the first episode. Like they evolved the acting through the episodes. They became better actors.
Fourth
You know?
episode's kind of like meh, okay, but yeah.
Yeah.
But those
When-
three, yeah, I'm trying to think if there's anything else that came out this year that I can,
There's a lot of things that come out this year.
Soon, Jason's going to tip back and say that Skeleton Crew is even better than Rebel Moon.
No, man. It's far from better than Rebel Moon, man.
Let's see.
But I have a legitimate question for everyone. Like,
Okay,
why do like certain people immediately, even before they watch episodes, start shutting on shit? Like, I don't understand that.
Trailers. It's unfortunately whether you agree with it or not, or whether you like it or not. So the purpose of a trailer, teaser, trailer, whatever you want to call it, is to get the audience interested.
Yeah, it's gonna sell you, you know.
Yeah, it's supposed to sell you. It's supposed to get you interested and get you wanting to watch the show. Unfortunately, what we've been seeing for so many years, people call it woke. I call it ideological checkbox hiring. Just nonsense. When you see something, we'll use like the Acolyte as an example. You see what the trailer presents to you. Sayings and statements, and oh look, strong female character in the lead role. What's this going to be? It didn't help that it was from Leslie Headland, because I don't know how to say her name right. I just say lesbian headlamp.
I'd say Leslie Headroom.
Her being involved in it, people took as like failing upwards. She's not talented. She's not a good showrunner. She's not a good writer, and the Acolyte proved it. When you are fed. So when you see a trailer and you go, I have some thoughts on this. And then the show comes out and all those thoughts are just correct. Where what can be seen as checkbox hiring, trying to fill a quota when you're populating your show with actors and actresses. Yeah. And the show ends up being garbage. When that happens over, and the same thing's going on with video games. When the same thing happens over and over and over, it becomes a pattern, and people started noticing it's basic pattern recognition. Yeah. When you keep getting proven right over and over and over again, well, the knee-jerk initial reaction, unfortunately, is going to be that. No matter what. Yep. And we don't have anyone to blame but the studios, the game devs, all these other people. They're the ones to blame because they're putting garbage out over and over again with a particular character type as the protagonist, and the game, the TV show, the movie ends up being a massive pile of hot garbage, bad writing, bad characters, bad world design, bad story development all across the board. So it gets to a point where we're starting to expect it. Like Siri, everyone says, "Oh my God, Siri's looking ugly. This game is going to be woke trash."
Yeah.
Intergalactic, the Intergalactic one from Naughty Dog. I have my own reasons for never giving them money. Fuck Naughty Dog. Sorry, Jace, but people see that
Fuck no,
character shaving
Naughty
her
Dog.
head. They see her attitude, and it's
Why you say
automatically
sorry, man? I'm
shutting my
confused.
wallet. Well, I mean, for the cursing,
Yeah.
shutting my
Oh,
wallet.
you can say
keeping
fuck. I've
everything
said
off.
all the time. Fuck is
Okay.
fine.
People see that and they pass judgment immediately. I'm
Yeah,
not the kind of,
no,
yeah,
Gilted. I totally get that.
but that's why that's what's happening.
I understand that, but like for me, like yesterday I watched Red One,
Uh-huh.
which everybody was shedding on. I thought it
I
was
love it.
Yeah.
I
so.
thought it's
I
fun.
thought it was
It's
so
stupid fun. It's just stupid fun.
action packed. Literally
Yeah.
portraying Santa Claus as somebody who is for the good of the children, and we need to protect that. How is that shitty in
Yeah.
our
And the
community?
story was also
It-
really good in my
The
opinion with the
story was
father
good.
and
The action
son.
was
Yeah,
good. The father
exactly.
figure who was
The
a
Rock.
shithead and then had a
Chris
character
Evans.
development. It was brilliant. So I think we have gone so far into this thing where we just either one way, other way, like into this
Yeah.
mob of
And sometimes people just trash the trash sometimes. That
Yeah.
also happens a lot. And sometimes something I've been really vocal about, for example, since you asked the question and stuff, and how
Mhm.
Hilton is also right on a lot of these kind of stuff too. That's one of the things that also is happening. But it's also, a lot of people, they trash to trash. Sometimes they just listen to other YouTubers or other podcasters, wherever you listen to, and just
Mhm.
listen to them and hear that, oh, it's bad, it's trash, it's this, and they just immediately say it themselves. It's like, oh yeah, it's trash. I heard it from this guy. Yeah, it's trash,
Yeah.
and they have never watched it or done anything. It's like, dude, I can't stand by that.
Yeah.
It's
Well,
it's like,
unfortunately, people aren't willing to cough up their hard-earned cash to give these studios the benefit of the doubt half the time. And yeah, I mean, it sucks, but it is what it is. The days of
Yeah.
just going to see a movie randomly on the weekends is it's diminishing right now. But I think some of the disdain for Red One is people are tired of Dwayne Johnson. It's fatigue for Dwayne Johnson. He's in everything. He's always plays
He
the same
plays
character.
Dwayne
and they're just-
Johnson all the
they're
time.
bored with him.
He's not. He was brilliant in it. He
He
literally.
fit this character. He actually
No,
did fit
well,
this
people
character a
think he's
lot.
playing
Yeah.
the same character over and over again. Kind
I
of like
loved everybody's character. There is no, and they brought in like different cultures from even like
Lucy
Germanic.
Liu was in it, and I was like, damn, Lucy Liu, one of my
I
favorite
know, but
Asian actors.
they
That's
brought
so good.
in different like understandings of what Santa is, but at the end of the
Yeah.
day, they always said he is a force for good versus the shit that we get versus
Exactly.
that with
Exactly,
Jack
Anna.
Black and his bad whatever the
Yeah,
hell the
that
name of
fucking
that film
yeah.
is, which
But no,
is
Dear
I
Satan or something. Dear Santa.
Santa is Satan.
Yeah.
yeah, that super thing. But no, I totally get you and understand you, and no, I really enjoyed Red One. And for me, who despise 90% of Christmas movies because it's not my goddamn thing.
Yeah.
Never have been. Yeah, I despise 90% of
Humbug.
Christmas movies. But this one blew it off
Ebenezer
the park, and I actually did it. I actually did enjoy it, and I was surprised.
Yeah.
Like, it's just stupid fun. I've heard a lot about the shitting on it, and like, I just want to watch it. It's out. I want to watch it. It does look a little bit, interesting. And then, of course, I talked with Netcat, who also, talked about the movie, good friend of ours. We think he is Prismatics in disguise. And but no, he recommended. He had like a lot of great time with it, and then I watched it, and I was like, damn, dude, this actually surprised me. I
Good.
like the cast together, and I have because you asked the question again, and I want to talk a bit more about that. I know we were talking about favorite shows too, but it's an important topic to talk about. It's like I've caught myself doing that same thing sometimes, that I just immediately trash it, and then afterwards I'm like, why the fuck did I do that? It's like I actually do enjoy this thing. It's like, yes, I immediately trashed The Crow because of my love of the original
Mhm.
and stuff like that. But I had to get out of that zone of, yes, I love the first movie a lot. It's my favorite movie of all time. I love it with
Mhm.
such a big passion. But I also have to remember I'm also a comic book fan, not a movie fan. Not just
Mm.
the movie, I'm also a big fan of the comic. It's one of my favorite comic and comic lines. I have to open my mind a little bit more because I'm also a comic book fan, and it was not a remake. When you watch, it's not a remake. Maybe there is small callbacks to certain things, and I think small callbacks can be fine. Um, and I went back rereading. It got me back to rereading the comic and continue rereading some older materials of the Crow universe. And then I watched one interview with Bill Skarsgård, and he's just so lovely to listen to. And no, people don't. I always hear it. You look like the new Crow. I'm like, yeah, I know. I've heard it so many times now. It's even funny when my dad had to call me up and say that when he saw the trailer,
I
and when he
said it
saw the.
first. I
You
said it
did. You're the first. And after he watched, even after my dad watched the movie too, uh, he also called me up and said,
first.
like you could have been his stunt double. The only difference is that you're not as tall as him. But yeah, it looks like you. I'm like, yeah, it does. I know now. Yeah, it's confirmed when my dad says it. But um, but
Yeah.
and then before the movie came out, more interviews, because I really like what they did. They didn't have like many multiple goddamn interviews before, long before the movie, like months before. They're like, we're gonna do it when it's closing up to the movie release, and I like that kind of way because it builds it up a little bit. For me, that builds a lot more up, and then I have a lot to watch before the 3 days, whatever, to watch a lot of stuff. And after watching them, talk about the movie and how they view the movie, I'm like, I'm actually getting a lot more interested in the movie, and I will give it a fair shot. I took myself that the only reason I was critical is because one, I'm so used to going to the fence on certain stuff, and some of the stuff that Kilted also said is some of the reasons why a lot of us get in defense mode. Um, and also my love for the first movie. But I went in there, goddamn, trust me, I was scared of hating the movie. Like I was afraid it's gonna be super trash for me. But I went in there and tried to be open minded, and just had to learn to like be more open minded about certain stuff. And I know I'm so used to hating so many things and being defense, but after watching the movie, the all some of the callbacks to the comics and the way they build up the story, and getting to spend more time with the couple and all that, just like they did in the comics too, spend more time getting to learn who they are and all this kind of stuff, and getting the connections. Like I really liked it, and it just opened my mind that yes, I trashed a lot of stuff sometimes. This year has been a year where I have evolved on certain things. It's like, yes, when it came to Skeleton Crew, I said my opinion on the trailer. It's like a lot of stuff that was like doesn't feel like Star Wars here and there. It's this and that. But I gave the show a fair chance, and it did surprise me. Um, so yeah, uh, that's how it has been for me. So sometimes your love for something can blind you a little and close your heart a little. And something, I will be honest about this, Anna, for example, and Baron and Kilted and a lot of my friends have helped me to open my mind a little bit more, to be more open-minded on how I view stuff, if you know my drifts. And
Notice he
that
didn't say cash.
he's not here. If he was here, I would, I talk about a panel, yeah, and Cash, of course, and other people, of course. But
Jason, yeah, scared but Rebel Moon, you will never change my mind, no
no, that's
matter.
completely fine. That's completely fine. And it's like, I know all the jokes about me no liking it. And yes, of course, it has been a little tiresome through this year. about it because it's getting too old and people are trying too hard that I just like, come on, we're over this now. It's whatever. I really don't care anymore. But also, my love for that movie also helped me, change a lot on certain parts. Um, because the hate that I got, it's been years since I've gotten that much hate in my life, even from people, and that was not just normal hate. That was actually it was actually personal hate, personal attacks for liking the movie, not fun jokes like all of you guys. You mock me for fun and stuff like that normally, right? But it's like for
Oh yeah,
friendly,
for fun.
it is, yeah. But we have different opinions and we
I'm
joke
joking.
about it. It's like, I can joke with, Kilted with his love for shitty season of Arcane too.
You couldn't even come. You couldn't even say Barbie. You couldn't even finish the joke off right. I am so disappointed.
I I don't care about Barbie. I know
You're
you liked
supposed
it a
to
little
say
bit more than
Barbie,
other
not
people.
Arcane. You're
You
supposed to say Barbie. Teach you how to be an asshole.
but yeah, I can mock you for that too and all that, and shit like that. But no, it's just it learned me to be more open-minded too, and it's also, thanks to all of you that I became a little bit more open-minded and not try to trash everything just because of my blind love for something. Um, and try to be a little bit more open-minded on certain things. So yeah, hope that answered some of your questions. I know it was a little bit long answer, but
Good for you. I applaud.
Our little boy's growing up.
oh my fucking
Oh.
god. I love you, Baron. I'm gonna be nice. I love you. You're a good friend. You're a good friend. But
Today
yeah,
he is a man.
um but yeah, with that question, a really good question. That's why I love Anna the way she is. It's like the first time I also met her, she started asking questions, and I'm not used to, people normally know what I will answer, but she just straight out asked me questions, and I'm like, damn, that's what I love. I love when people ask questions, actually have serious questions about stuff. So, a lot of kudos to you, Anna. I really like that.
Oh, thank you.
No
Oh,
problem. And
oh.
anything, I know we are talking a bit about shows, but um is there
It
any
turned into Dr.
final
Phil.
yeah, Dr. Phil. But any last shows you want to
Bears.
mention or
You were
something?
the Dr. Phil in the.
Yes, you are. You're Dr. Phil, yeah.
Now, here, talk about what we have here. And we have a situation where you're trying to get along. You're all trying to get along, right? But you're having a hard time with getting along because you all like different things. Well, you should revel in those different things because we are different things, right?
Mm-hmm.
How was that for Dr. Phil? I know it wasn't the best.
It was good.
No, it was good,
And Jason's heart grew three sizes that day.
Yeah.
yeah. Which isn't a
Um,
good thing because that's usually heart disease.
Fucking hell, dude. Yeah, maybe I need to get that checked, It is growing a
No,
little, yeah.
he's northern. We don't have that problem in the north. No.
Yeah, I used to be such a dark person until this year. God damn it. I'm destroying my own
Oh my
Yeah,
god,
you
you're
are.
opening up
uh,
you open up straight lines I can't follow through on, or we get canceled in a heartbeat.
But any final shows you
Mhm.
want to mention that we haven't mentioned that you want to mention before we go to the next talk?
Mm, the show, these shows we've been
Show me
on.
yours, I'll show you mine. There, how's that?
Oh god.
Christ.
Okay, so let's get into this. I know you guys are gonna talk a little bit more than me because I have barely played any games from this year. My favorite game this year that
Just
it
born.
was
Sorry.
Tekken 8 for me. Other than that, I can't really think about other games I really liked this year because I normally play older games. So we will
Mm-hmm.
start this time. We will start with Anna. What's some
Oh
of your
Lord,
favorite?
why do you start with me?
Okay, you want me to start with someone else?
No, it's fine.
Okay, you decide.
I I have so many games I have not completed. I have downloaded or people ask like, okay, starting with the year, Dragon's Dogma. Yes, enjoyed
Dragon
it.
Age, Failguard. God, I thought you liked it.
No, I don't want to talk about that. That gives me PTSD. Don't care about that shit. Don't even want to
Yeah, but
talk.
Dragon's
You're
Dogma. Dragon's
you're mean.
Dogma.
Dragon's Dogma was good. It was interesting in the first 15 days. Diablo was great in the first 15 days.
I'm following a trend here.
It gets boring. No, like
Okay,
it
then I want to
starts
ask
off
you a
with
question. What
mhm,
makes it boring for you? Like the reason for it?
repetitiveness. It repeats the
Yeah, that
same shit,
happens a lot with
repeats
RPG
and
styled games.
repeats and repeats and
A lot of
repeats.
grinding.
And you know what?
Mm.
I'm gonna be so honest with you guys.
Just be honest.
So when I did this, and there was the Vegas meetup, right? And I, as a like funny thing, said, "Oh, in Dragon's Dogma 2, I'm gonna get more money than you assholes are gonna get in like 24 hours." And I got like 120,000 coins just doing the same thing over and over and over and over and over again. And I'm like, what the fuck?
That sounds like a game for me. I'm used to this kind of stuff.
It was funny, but going back to this year, good lord, so many games that are like under the radar. Oh Lord, they are all DEI. Oh bullshit.
It's
There's a
DEI,
lot
the
of
game
them,
by
yeah.
DEI Games Company.
Yes, exactly. So
I'm
true.
You
sorry.
play Leslie Headland, whose main job to get up in the world is by getting on your knees in front of Harvey Weinstein.
Right. Yeah.
Shadows of the Erd Tree came out in June. Oh my god. Okay, go ahead. I'm sorry.
No, yeah. So there was one game that I was excited about and I talked to everybody about like last year.
Mhm.
Nobody Wants to Die, which is like a cyberpunk
Oh yeah. I want to
detective
play that.
thing, which is on Steam. And I was like, I've never seen any ad. I only today was like, how did I miss this?
You played it?
Downloaded it. I'm going to play it.
Okay.
But I also got Indie, which I need to play. I've heard multiple people say if you love the initial Indiana Jones films, you're going to love the game. I have still not played it. I'm doing my sorry, I don't know what's wrong with my voice.
Okay.
It's talking to you, gentlemen.
You get to
And
talk a
trying to
lot.
sound
Use
more
that term
male,
loosely.
some shit, you know. But I am trying to like go back to things that are interesting to me right now.
Yeah.
There's no game like okay, Stellar Blade, good
Mhm.
game,
It's fun.
Yeah.
fun. Um, Starfield, fuck that,
Mm.
whatever.
Yeah, fuck that.
What else did we have? Good lord, I don't even know.
There's so many games.
Howl World came out.
Power Outs, don't
Like
care about that. I'm not
okay.
into that kind of
Yeah.
stuff, but
Warhammer
appreciate
40K.
Helldivers.
Train 2.
Like I said, again, lots of people play it. I just I can't identify with I don't understand who might personality is when I play video games. Now I just go back to the old school things or things that were released years ago.
That's
So
how I am most of the time.
yeah.
I think that time was the best times of games, and so much more variety, and it felt so diverse, and so much more interesting stories. And like right now, for me at least, the way I feel, a lot of the games feels the same. They repeat the same things with the games. Sometimes the games feel like the same game just with another skin. It's just it's not the same anymore 90% of the time,
Mhm.
basically. So yeah, it's like for me, most of the games I've been playing this year has been, older games. Like, I've been playing a lot of Sleeping Dogs because I love that game.
Yep. Good
And
game.
it is, and it's just like I went back to that, and yeah, there's a couple ones here and there this year that was interesting, that looks interesting. The only one I basically played was again Tekken 8. I can't remember if I played anything that I really enjoyed. Yeah, I did play Dragon Age, the Fail Guard, because my sister gifted the game to me.
You should play Ghost
Um,
of Tsushima.
Yeah.
um, yeah, Ghost of
All I know.
Tsushima. That is a game that I am gonna get. I always wanted it.
I predict it.
But no, it's older games that really more sticks out to me. It's like I just wish more older games came out again on Steam and Xbox and PlayStation, whatever. Just a lot more older stuff came out because that's what I want
Yeah.
to play.
Yeah, for sure. Like a one game that so a lot of people are saying like shutting on PlayStation in their subscription thing. Actually, you get a lot of good games through the sub. And one of them is a Dino Crisis, which is one of the best games I ever played.
But they put that behind a higher tier paywall though. That's the problem with that. They hit it down behind their premium instead of just like not even the second tier. It's like
What's
the
that
third
game?
tier.
Yeah.
It's a great game, but they put it on tier 3 instead of 2. If they'd have put it on tier 2, I'd have been like, yeah, that's fine. But I don't know.
I don't know about tier 2 or 3. I just know subscribe to PS and like it gives me a whole bunch of games I can play.
It gets stuff that you want to play.
Absolutely.
Well, there's one thing for sure. I don't have to talk like Cash Money no more. Because it looks
and
like
hail to Cash since he popped in. Hail to you,
Hey
brother.
guys, this is
Nobody's
Baron.
gonna say hi
How
to
you
him at
doing?
all when he just pops in and says nothing.
Yeah, no, we
No,
were
because
talking.
I'm listening. You guys were talking. What the heck? And by the way, Baron, fuck you. Just fuck you. No, just kidding. But
Thank you. Thank you very much. And you forgot something, Cash, with that. What did you forget with that?
The Mark Hamill thing?
Yeah.
Mark Hammer, as we heard the other day.
Mark Hammer. Yeah, Mark Hammer. Yeah, from Phil.
That's my favorite one. Where's Mark Hammer?
Mark Hammer.
Yeah. But no, older games were a lot more fun to me, at least. But I am excited. Like you mentioned, Anna, Dragon's Dogma that came out this year. I finally got it gifted. And I'm really excited to play it. I know it's my cup of tea, and some of the repetitive stuff, it doesn't bother me because I'm so used to playing RPGs and MMOs like this. So I'm so used to it. So I'm really excited to get it.
Sorry to interrupt you real quick. First of all, hello, Cash. And also, they actually make you like the character creator, you can be a normal person.
Oh my god!
So
wow!
What?
Normal?
You can be a beautiful woman with big boobs and a butt, or you can be a good dude, masculine and big. Like, how is that possible?
Right?
So I can have some swinging meat in there. Good to know.
Yeah.
Hey, babe, take a look at this sausage.
No,
huh?
the character
Yeah.
creation looks really good in it, and I really enjoy what I've seen of it. So I'm really excited to play it. I'm gonna play it as fast as I'm done with the Sleeping Dogs. Then I will go straight to Dragon's Dogma 2. And yeah, let's go to Kilted. Some favorite games for you this year?
I didn't play well. I played the wrong damn games this year. I'm gonna tell you that right now. I played the wrong
we
game.
won't. We won't.
You
yeah, we're not
played,
gonna argue with you on that one.
But
you
you
played
know,
a
I
game
could-
made by Norwegians.
Just okay. So when
That's
I
true.
saw that one clip of her using the trigger thing, I couldn't stop myself. I had to play it. But anyway, as far as favorite games, Space Marine 2 and Path of Exiles 2 so far. That game, Astrobot, that's a damn fun game. It's a fun little game. Everybody can play it.
Astrobot, yeah, I
Astrobot's
saw Netcat play the full game of it, and it's like I said, it's not my cup of tea of game, but I do understand why people enjoy it and how wholesome it is, and you can play it with, if you have kids, they will love this game. Even for grown-ups, you can love this game. It's a really wholesome, fun, beautiful game. Not for me personally, but
it was the safe choice for Game of the Year, so it's still better than DLC winning.
Yeah. Well, maybe that's why they went with
Yes. Yes.
Also, I mean, oddly enough, while I don't think Balatro should have been nominated for Game of the Year, I still think it's a fantastically fun and addictive game.
That's what I hear.
Especially for the price.
Let's just derail a little bit and just because we get an action, we need to talk to the audience too. Because we are talking a little bit away from the audience.
We have an audience. Cool.
Steve.
So
did I play that this year? Hold on, I gotta go check because I might have to. Let me see.
But Sad Vibes asked, "What about Helldivers 2? Thoughts on that?" I have not played Helldivers 2, so I cannot say much about it. But I know some of the other people here has played it. So, what's your guys about?
Sorry, I have. I thought it was so boring.
Kick her out. No.
How dare you? No, that's fine.
Hey, no, I'd rather kick you out than her, okay?
We have to give Anna
oh,
a time
wow.
out.
I played that at the beginning of the year. So, Killer Frequency. It's not a game that came out this year, but I played it this year. I played it on January 6th, streamed the whole damn thing. It's a little short little game. Killer Frequency. It's on PlayStation, and it is actually loads. Oddly enough, it's loads of fun. But yeah, Killer Frequency.
Yep.
I had a blast playing that, hanging out with everybody.
So this question goes to everybody that has played it. I know Baron Cash also had played Helldivers. So
yeah, I mean, I love
think?
the game. I love the game. It's just been that connection issue. But hearing now that they've fixed that,
they're working on
in the
it.
process of working on it,
hard
as long as we can get Mike on there again, I think we'd be going back and doing a little bit of hell diving and defending democracy.
Yeah,
I've seen one cool thing. Not that I'm not gonna play the game.
What?
It's not for me. But I saw some cool mods for it with Star Wars, and that was kind of fun. That was cool to see with the mods.
Yeah, there are some. Yeah,
yeah, they made it look like with stormtroopers and everything. But again, it's not a game for me. I don't really play those kind of games. For me, they kind of look gay and boring.
Here we go. Just like the VR stuff and some other things.
Yeah, I don't like VR at all.
His reason for not liking VR is he will emphasize one of these days on it.
Yeah, one of these days. No, for me, when it comes to VR, it kind of hurts my eyes because my vision and stuff like that.
See, now that is a good response than the one you said last time. That's a lot better, man.
Yeah. But it's still gay and boring. But it also hurts my eyes.
He just had to say the G word. He just had to say it.
Yeah, I just had to. But no, that's the biggest reason is because my eyes can't handle it, and I get really a pain in my eyes because my sight is really stupid.
That's a good reason. Yes.
That's why I can't watch 3D either on cinema because my eyes can't handle it.
So, guys, have you seen the new Superman
trailer? Yeah.
No, I have not.
I saw the teaser. Yeah, I saw it.
Oh,
No,
you've seen
the trailer was
pictures.
today.
Yeah. Yeah, we can finish it off if you guys want. We do it later on. We can finish the stream with that later on if you want to.
Jace, are you jealous of Superman?
No.
Are you jealous of the discounted Henry Cavill, Jace?
Disappointed. I want Henry Cavill. That's my Superman. And I've never been a big Superman fan either, and even in the comics, never been a big fan. But Henry Cavill as Superman sold me a lot, so it's a good Superman, and it's my version of the version I like of Superman from what I've read in the comics. Kilted, anything more you want to say, or you're done with the game? Just to be sure.
I mean, I had a lot of games that I enjoyed, but yeah, those are the most. Dave the Diver was fun. Definitely Dave the Diver. Had a lot of fun. Most of the stuff that I had a lot of fun was the stuff that I was streaming, hanging out with people while I was playing it and just goofing off. I think those are the games. That's what I can definitely say.
Just promise me to never play Dustborn again.
Oh, you ain't got to worry about that. I deleted that shit off my play. I hid the fact that it's even in my library. I'm like, no, I don't ever want to see
I'm
this
really
again.
disappointed in Norway and all the shady shit they did and how they created it. I'm really, Norway, I love to be a Norwegian. Trust me, I'm happy to be Norwegian and a Norse guy and stuff like that. But really, Norway, you have become so fucking woke and you just fuck you. And with that, as Baron say, fuck you, Mark Hamill.
Well, you forgot though. You're playing Dustborn with us on a Friday night there, Jace.
Yeah, right. But let's go to we get to you, Cash. We take Baron first, because we're gonna ask you some more questions too, Cash.
Oh boy!
Since you popped in really late, like gay as always.
More questions. It's like I'm on trial, Anna. More questions.
Yeah, we're gonna ask questions. Get into this. This is important. But Baron or Mentag.
Well, I haven't played it.
Games.
I haven't played it, but I've seen it, and of course, everybody knows that I am a Warhammer 40K fan. Space Marine looks absolutely fantastic from what I've seen out there. I can't wait to get a copy of it. It's a game that legitimately I'm excited for. I was leery at first hearing the news that's coming down, but people like Kilted and others have played it and given their thumbs up on it. So that gives me hope. Again, like I said, I take what our community, what we say about the game over more than anybody else. Of course, is Helldivers from this year? Is it really that new? Well, then I have to sit back and say Helldivers, except for the stupid connection issue. Once that gets resolved, I will change my review. Okay, I thought so. Yes. I'll change my review on Steam, as I sat back and said I would. But it's a fun, you can see the influences from other satirical things such as Starship Troopers and stuff like that in that game. And yeah, I mean, fight for democracy. You got to go there for that united Earth and defend against all those enemies out there, all those Xenos scum. Is there any games that we've been playing that's from this year, Cash? I mean, I can't really. A lot of stuff we play is from older. I mean, like Vermintide, Darktide.
A few years older. Yeah.
Oh, Turtles. Turtles is from this year, right?
I'll check.
Yeah. If Turtles
it's not easy keeping track on when
it isn't easy, especially when you're so unimpressed with the new stuff that's been coming out. Like, of course,
no, that was 2022. So wow.
Oh, that old. Wow. Yeah, I didn't know that. Yeah, jeez. Shows you how old I am in my thinking there. But with that, I guess we're playing a lot of the older games.
Yeah, we always you see this. This is a trend here. I'm following. We are talking about. We normally go back to older games.
Yeah.
Gee, I wonder why.
Well, I mean, I played Police Simulator. That's been out for 3 years. Contraband Police. That's been out for a little over a year. And of course, Vermintide's been around for a while. So has the original Space Marine.
But you have played some fun games though this year, at least.
Oh yeah, a lot of I mean, if we weren't, I would just tell Cash to fly off on Fridays. Even State of Decay. I'm sure everyone knows my disdain for all this zombie stuff, but man, that's a fun game as well. Contraband Police, of course, that's been out for okay, I already said that one.
I know you've been enjoying that, yeah.
Yeah, and I've been playing Cyberpunk again, which is an older game, but Mike got me that DLC. Yeah,
woohoo!
And of course, Ghostbusters has been out for a while.
Yes.
So yeah, it's really, really, really hard to say anything new because there's just like
But,
the award show last week.
We will count. We will count
Yeah.
older games for you. It's easy because that's what
Yeah,
you guys have been playing
because I'm
mostly.
old.
So
That's a nice way of saying he's an old fart that doesn't change. But the thing is, it's just like I think most of us said last week, watching the award show. There really isn't anything that they were showing us that looks exciting to play this next year, or even the year after.
I agree.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, I mean, even the games that they were showing from this year and such, it's like, it's like a lot of them were meh. Really?
Yeah.
You gotta be kidding me. So, but at least the DLC didn't win. That's a secret.
that would have been stupid if a DLC would win. DLC has nothing to do in awards.
But
Sorry,
Space Marines 2 was up for a couple of categories. It should have won one, I think.
Yeah.
Personally myself. But yeah, I mean, other than like Space Marine from what they were showing in there, is about the only one I'm interested in playing in. And to be honest with you, a lot of the games they were showing off for next year and stuff like that, it looks boring. It's like the same old thing. It's like, how much more jagged can we get the armor? And and after a while, it starts going, they're all looking the same. It's like, can you please put a name badge on this here so I know which game it really is?
Yeah, it's like I said, a lot of games nowadays they feel the same. A lot of them. It feels like just with a different skin.
Right. And I think that's all it is keep up with the Joneses.
Yeah.
That's all it seems to be. So,
but other than that, it's really good choices of the games you mentioned that you played this year, at least. So that's really good. You had some quality games, some quality time with them, so it's important.
Here's a silly little game that actually came out this year. And it's still in early access, but it's TCG Card Shop Simulator. It's just a silly, stupid game where you're running a card shop. They're pirated Pokemon.
Right.
And it's like, I mean, it was cheap, and I picked it up. It looked interesting, and it's like, yeah, this is fun, time wasting game. But it's like, obviously, it's still being worked on. But from what I saw, it's fun. Sometimes these slower games like that can be fun. You don't need to have everything action and being shot at all the time. Well, I suppose only in a card shot you might still be, but give me all your cards. You don't go for the money because that's not, you don't have any money. It's a card shop. Take what's valuable. And so yeah, I mean, I'll go that way. I mean, honestly. Yeah, you're right, T-Gap. It's for Hoshi.
Yeah,
definitely. And, everyone knows that. Everyone knows that he's a a counterfeit Pokemon guy, right?
Yeah. And let's go to Cash. And sorry, Cash, we need to wait with the games of this year and stuff like that, because you came in late.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Naughty. Sit in the corner. Sit in the corner. You're in detention.
We're gonna wrap it back. We're gonna wrap it back. Yeah. So we're gonna wrap it back to some of the other stuff that we talked about before you
hanging
popped
out with
in.
the naughty girls back there.
And that is your favorite movies this year.
Borderlands.
Well, Borderlands is the best. No. I guess
He
some of
loved
my favorite
Barbie.
movies about was what I said yesterday on Pop Talk was Deadpool Wolverine. I enjoyed that. I thought the plot could be a little bit better, but overall the movie was, I felt, more enjoyable than 2. And Inside Out 2 were probably my favorite movies of the year. There wasn't surprisingly very much. I mean, I guess I could put Transformers 1 as well. I mean, I thought it was
A
solid.
lot of us is taking Transformers 1. Yes, it's a good movie.
I guess, it still came out this year, so it's just some terrible marketing, but yeah, it was a solid movie. So I guess
Yeah.
I could put that up there. But yeah, there wasn't too much, unfortunately, that I found. So
Yeah. Yeah. And since we're going a little bit back, your favorite shows this year. I mean, we all know you love the Acolyte. That was the best thing in your life.
Man, that was so amazing when the
Mhm.
character comes out and the lightsaber turns a different color for the mood. Oh, it's amazing. No,
He became president of the Leslie Headland fan club because of that.
Leslie
Yeah.
Headroom, as you like to call her.
Headroom, yeah. Lesbian Headroom.
I think what really surprised me this year was the Penguin. I was amazed
Yeah.
how good that show was.
Yes.
I probably, let's see, did the season 2 of The Old Man come out this year? Yeah, it did. I enjoyed that too, and unfortunately, there won't be a season 3. But they said the ratings weren't that good, unfortunately. But I recommend that show. 2 seasons, second season. Yeah, season 2 came out when? Okay, October. Yeah.
Gosh.
Yeah.
Do you not recommend the boxing fight?
Oh, that was the best.
Oh God,
that was the best. The boxing fight where Logan Paul basically, hey, calm down, Tyson, calm down. You want
know
the
my
paycheck,
favorite
right?
part?
You want the money.
My favorite part with the whole fight is the the lag fight, the laggy fight. The buffer fight. The buffer fight.
The best.
The Buster Bar fight.
When we were watching and got them issues, Netflix had a lot of issues all over the place.
We had no issues, Cash, did we?
Yeah, and
we would have continued. But
yeah, you're right. We didn't at the time.
Yeah. If you stick with me, boys, we will have no issues.
But it all worked out. We found another site. Yeah.
Well, the thing is with the fight is I've been through all this before. Yeah, I just sit back and chuckle hearing Cash and a few others, saying about how the fight turned out. It's like,
it's been
first
so
time?
long since yeah, right. It's been so long since I've actually sat
No, that's
down
what
and
I was
watched a
afraid
boxing
of.
fight, Baron. But it was like, come on, dude, Tyson, just punch him in the mouth just a few times.
There were so many openings, so many goddamn openings in the fight.
This is my biggest question for the night, and then I will go away. Do you actually care about boxing? Do you actually care about what is going in the world of boxing?
No, boxing's been pretty much irrelevant for the most part. I'll say the most part, but the girl fight was really good. They had blood on their face. It was really good.
Yeah, except
Amanda should have beaten Katie
twat,
by a point.
Whatever.
But whatever.
She should have been disqualified and run out the freaking building.
Yeah, other than that, it was a good fight, especially when you watched it live when it was buffer fight. That was amazing.
I'm talking about boxing in general.
People still watch
there's
boxing.
Not really. I mean, people do, but there's not really that.
MMA is taking over.
I would say,
boxing.
yeah, MMA is definitely taken over, but there's just not really those fighters anymore that has that personality that wants to come out like when we had with Tyson and some of the other ones. It's like, this guy's a fighter.
No, for me, I haven't really watched in a couple of years. It's not been really so many boxes that I cared so much for. I do miss watching a lot more boxing. Same with MMA, you've seen stuff. It's not so many fights that I care so much about anymore. It's more show and game now than what it used to for me. No, it was better back in the day, in my opinion. But I hope at some point that the boxing and UFC stuff will get a little bit better again and get more back to track what
It
I
might. I
liked
think
with
it also
it.
depends on the fighters. Like, I think some people also turned off by MMA. It's
Yeah,
like, why do I care about
when it
these
comes to like
fighters? Yeah.
MMA, UFC, and all that, then it's of course
Yeah,
I do.
like McGregor is now gonna fight
Mm.
Logan. Like,
Yeah,
fuck.
I guess that's actually happening.
Yeah, but when it
Yeah.
comes to like UFC, one guy I follow is of course Patty the Batty. I love that guy. He's one of my
Yeah.
favorite fighters in there, and he started really young and he became really big and he's really good and not been knocked out yet. It's kind of funny, but like
Yeah.
you said, you can't knock him out. Can't. This funny guy. So I
So,
follow a lot of him though.
yeah, just to say that was one of my biggest takeaways. Not film, gaming, but sports.
Yeah,
I want boxing to be boxing again. And one
yeah,
of the fights that's coming up in 2 days on the 21st of September. What?
yeah.
No, December. Sorry.
No problem.
Usyk, Tyson Fury
Yeah,
match of the year for me. I'm gonna be watching it, reviewing it. So
yeah. And I'm excited to join and watch it.
thank you. It's gonna be
Yeah.
a
Of
good
course.
fight.
I hope it's gonna be a good fight. I want to see some good boxing for once. It's been a
Yeah,
long time.
good
It's
fight.
been a really long time. And at least, after that, we do have, of course, the final question that we're also gonna ask. Cash, finally. What's your favorite games of the year, Cash?
Well, there hasn't been too much. I mean, I find myself playing older stuff.
You see, here we go. Here we go.
But
Let's go back to the old stuff.
I did find a remake called Romancing Saga 2, Revenge of the Seven, which I would say is a solid Japanese RPG game. So, but that was like October. I recommend that if you're looking for a Japanese RPG game. There was one more that actually came out also in October. So, I bought Metaphor. I bought that one. I bought that on sale though. I heard good things about it. So I usually like what Atlas does. Not always, but usually. But was there anything else? There wasn't much this year. Some things that I bought even recently are older stuff.
I feel you. That's normally what we do
Yeah,
here.
yeah.
You hear that, people? Buy the old stuff. That's where it is. That's
I mean,
that's quality gaming
I've been
mostly.
playing Marvel Rivals, but I won't say like it's the most amazing thing in the world. But it's been fun.
God.
It's like a better version of Overwatch.
I have seen
2, but
people
yeah,
simping over Squirrel Girl all
I
over
know.
the
I'm sure.
internet.
I'm sure.
What?
Simping
Yeah.
is such a major turnoff to women.
Yeah, people are so yikes. I don't like it. They no, thank you.
They just want to get a little tail. That's all.
I also did pick up for a cheaper price Sonic and Shadow Generations, so I'm gonna Sonic
Cool.
Sonic
Yeah,
X
it's cool.
Shadow Generations. But yeah, there hasn't been that much. A lot of stuff that we've been playing has been older stuff from Turtles a few years ago, Vermintide
Yeah.
2. Yeah.
So again,
So,
more
no, not
older
too much.
stuff, more.
Some things I'll buy again that I had on console, but I want to buy it on PC so I can mod it or whatever. So yeah.
Listen to you. That's a sign of a man with money that's got 2 money bins. Yeah, I already got this game, but I'm going to get it again because maybe a third time too. Because I'm one of the Monets of L.A.
Monets.
The Beverly Hills Monet. You might
Monet
have heard
family.
of us.
Hold on, let me put on my monocle. Yes.
We are the
But no,
ones that have tofu
Very good.
sushi.
Yeah,
But yeah, a
no,
lot of
dude.
people
I
had
don't
talked
think
about.
people want to eat tofu. Like, well, maybe they do. I don't know, Baron.
Some
I haven't-
people like tofu.
Teriyaki. teriyaki tofu.
Teriyaki
Japanese love it.
tofu.
Yeah,
Oh,
exactly.
yeah, I'm sure they do.
But no, I've seen a lot of people really enjoy the Marvel Rivals. But again, it's the same thing like every other game, basically player versus player stuff. It's same concept,
Yeah,
boring.
it's a better version of Overwatch 2. I'm not going to say it's the most amazing thing in the world, but yeah,
I
I'm
would
having
pick
some
over. I
fun
would
with it.
pick Overwatch the original over this.
Oh yeah, Overwatch the original is the best, dude. I
Yeah.
mean, it was a solid game. It was a solid game.
And people just stop simping over Squirrel Girl. It's so
Ah.
cringe. Just stop. No. I've just seen it all over the place. I've talked to some people too, and they're like, "Oh my god, look at this! She's thick. Just shut up, please. Please, just shut up before you become too creepy.
Well,
Come
I
on."
know, but hey, it's nice to have a game again that has characters that should look like the characters.
Yeah, Squirrel Girl is not supposed to
What?
look like that, but
Yeah, I know,
okay.
Baron. I know. Well,
Squirrel Girl is not gonna look like that at all. No. I know how she looks like.
She doesn't have the
I
thick thighs and stuff. What?
No, she's not.
Come
She's
on,
not like
man.
really. No.
Oh my!
They made her, really sexualized for people to play. That's what they basically did.
Well, big thighs will do that for me. Thick thighs saves lives, right?
That's what they
She
say.
looks like a kid either way. So no, thank you. It's creepy. Yeah, it's just creepy.
Oh, she's a kid. Okay. Forget
It looks like a kid. Yeah.
Oh, looks like a kid.
Well, no, I haven't.
If they're not a kid,
a younger
then all fair
character.
and
She's a
game.
younger character.
I haven't
too,
actually been paying attention. Is that going all over social media? I guess that people are just obsessed with Squirrel Girl.
Yes.
That's funny.
It's all over my feed mostly.
What happened to Power
I've
Girl
seen too
being
much.
She's not
even when
she's
even when if I go on TikTok, Instagram, X, wherever I got them go,
really,
I see people. Yeah, it's
That's
trending.
crazy,
yeah,
man. Oh, well.
And there's like a picture out there. I hope it's not from the game. I hope it's just photoshopped, but it's like Spider-Man holding her butt. I really hope that's just a Photoshop. Basically.
Do you blame Spider-Man? Are you jealous of Spider-Man? I mean,
No, thank you. No. But I heard a lot of people like it, but that's for the people who likes these kind of games with player versus player, of course.
Yeah.
For me, it's like really up and down. It's like Overwatch is fine. The first one, it's fine.
Yeah, it was fun.
But
they could have
really
done so many things with Overwatch 2, but they didn't. Went free to play and had somewhat of an agenda and things like that, unfortunately.
Yeah. A lot of this kind of stuff, yeah. Yeah, but no, it's not really been so many new games this year. Mostly just old games for a lot of us,
Yeah. That Indiana Jones game is fun. I just haven't played it as much, but it's fun. I don't know if it's one of the it might be up there with one of the better games of the year, definitely. So it does feel more like
I've also heard a lot of people enjoying the game.
Yeah.
So that's the most important, at least, that people enjoy it.
Yeah.
I know I'm not gonna play it. It's not
Some
my
people have
cup
been
of
very
tea, but...
particular. They're like, "Oh, the gun doesn't sound like it does in the movies." Okay, well, I understand people. Yeah, I've heard that recently.
Yeah, I've heard of different stuff here and there too. But no, if you like, it's a first person stuff, and I normally don't play first persons, but a lot of good reviews on it. Looks like a lot of people are enjoying it, and it looks like it could be fun for people who likes more of this kind of stuff. So,
if you're ever gonna really get into that first person stuff, start with Half-Life, man. Then play Half-Life 2, then play Half-Life Episode 1 and 2.
It's like there are exceptions for me. For example, there are exceptions like Halo, like
Yeah, no, Halo has a solid story usually, man. Yeah.
There are exceptions, of course, but it's not often I play games like that. But sometimes there's once in a while.
Mm-hmm.
But for example, Kilted this year, it's been really funny to see him play so much bad games.
Yes, man.
It's just so funny.
I think I'm gonna try to avoid that next year.
He's really been...
To everybody out there who doesn't know, he's like, people thought I was dark and emo. This motherfucker right here is like the extreme emo, man.
He's been
glutton for
punishing himself. He's like, hey, you know
punishment.
what? I'm gonna punish myself.
I'm gonna
And
put
he's like
Let's
an
do it.
old
Let's
emo,
do it
you know,
again.
old guy emo,
Yeah.
you know.
Oh.
He has the
He's like,
emo
I'm gonna.
hair and wears a
It's like,
kilt.
are you sure you want to punish yourself? Yes, I feel like it.
Yeah.
Okay, go ahead.
Yeah,
All
just
right,
like
here we
yeah.
go.
Well,
I mean-
to be fair, so Dustborn only took me about 12 hours. I went a little over 20 something hours in Veilguard, and I just can't. What happened to Anna?
She had to go.
Okay.
She
Bye,
had to
Anna.
go. Yes.
Oh, hi, Anna.
Yeah. I looked over and there's only 4 people here. But anyway, yeah, I can't.
Yeah, dude.
yeah,
I mean,
I'm
the
not
thing
gonna
is,
do-
like, I mean, the only reason I downloaded the creation tool of Failguard or Dragon Age, whatever it is, I want to make stupid looking characters and make videos of it. Why not?
Yeah, just make
Come
stupid
on.
characters. Yeah.
Because people were saying it's so hard to make an actual attractive character in that game. Like, you know what? Challenge accepted, man.
It's not.
Real
Yeah.
depends. It real depends, man. Just if you use it then enough time, and if you're used to it, like you can do something decent enough.
The one thing I can always expect from the gaming industry, especially lately, last few years, is I can always find a good laugh. Always get a good laugh from them. And I'm like, oh, creation tool. All right, something to laugh at again. All right, let's see what stupid thing we can make. This is great.
Yeah.
And yet I
So
can see that the gameplay of that game is probably decent. I can see that. You've been playing it, Jace. I don't know
Yeah,
about you.
it's
Are we talking
okay,
about?
you
Wait,
know.
we talking about the same game still here?
I don't know. I think
The
so.
best compliment. Okay, so the best compliment I can give Veilguard is the facial editing in the character creator. You can do
Okay.
some pretty spectacular things with the face. From the neck down, you fuck all. Okay, that's it. Fuck all with the neck down. Neck up, great. I mean,
Neck
like,
up, you can make a interesting. Okay,
you
but the
can
neck
make-
down looks
neck
ridiculous.
down
I got it.
is hot garbage. Okay, you
Okay.
can like a B cup and you're suffering from no acetol. Okay, that's what these characters suffer from.
Yeah.
100%.
But the bulge is impressive. The bulge.
And all they had to do, honestly, as far as the character goes, give more voluptuous options and a more attractive posterior. And I think some of the hate, at least some of the hate for the character creator, would have died down because we all want more options. We want more options. Stop taking options away from us. And that's what they did. They say, oh, it's diverse, it's inclusive, it's all this, that, and the other. It's like you took options away to put vitiligo and scars. It's like,
Mhm.
what are you doing?
Right.
You took options away from players. No one likes that. Add all the options you want, but keep them all in there, you know? And you might be surprised. It's like, oh, they're third-degree scars. Yes, but you can make your anime waifu with a Latino booty with thick thighs. If you can do that, be like, that garbage is there, but hey, look at this. Boing, boing. And of course, the modders will take over and do whatever the hell they want to, drop all the.
They will.
Sorry.
They will.
I keep.
And then Nexus will ban some of them, but they'll
of course
keep
they will.
other ones because you know.
Well,
they're not
no,
gonna be
Nexus
fair about
bans the ones that take away the diversity and inclusion, which is nonsense because they add all the boobies and paint and all that other stuff. Someone, oh god, I keep remembering the dwarf that they showed her topless. I'm like, oh god, never mind. I'm glad I didn't know. Oh god, that was horrible. Anyway, yeah. That's
Look,
all I got.
and if people, I know, I think it was Crit. Crit was talking. Of course, did you ever play Suicide Squad? You played Dustborn.
I haven't played.
You
I haven't
played
played Suicide
Dragon
Squad,
Age
but
because you're like, I'm gonna put.
I did
but
buy.
Did you at least with Dragon Age? Did you at least find a discount? Oh wait, it is a $60 game. I'm sorry. Excuse me.
No, I didn't get it. I didn't get a discount. I used Super Chats to pay for it. Somebody walked
you
into
did.
Dustborn and dropped fucking like, okay, well, I'm going to use that to get this. I'm going to use that to get that.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay. That's
So
nice. Yeah. That's cool.
technically, I didn't pay for it, in
Yeah.
a sense. Community donations helped with that one. I did buy Suicide Squad. I bought the
They wanted you to
$100.
suffer. I see. Okay. Yeah.
No, I paid $5. I paid $5 for the Suicide Squad.
Oh,
Deluxe
you did
edition.
pay for that. Okay. Because
Yes.
somebody
$5.
else I know, a friend gave it to them and they played it, and I'm like, I mean, I always say the same
$5.
question.
It was
It's like-
$5 for the $100.
I know. It's like,
so
are you surprised? Like the way, whenever people tell me, "Oh, I can't believe this," my answer is always the same, Kilted. Are you surprised?
Yeah.
Yeah, right. Are you surprised?
I mean, like I said earlier, it's like the developers and the studios, the producers, the executives, whether it's TV shows, movies, or video games, they should not be surprised. They did this to themselves by feeding out slop with particular red flags every single time. So how do you expect the audience to react? You know?
Yeah. No, exactly, man. And look, we've all played games in the past, maybe even, more current ones that people would consider, oh, that was shit, that was whatever. But it's like, let's see what happens. Let's give this a chance. I still cannot push myself to play the new Saints Row. Oh, excuse me, the reboot. I can't push myself to do it.
Okay, I got something to say about that.
Mm-hmm.
The gameplay, fantastic. The finishers, I laughed out loud because yes, it was on PlayStation Network, because there's one particular finisher that you can drop kick somebody in the crotch, including the female characters, and I laughed my ass off with that. Okay, the vehicles that you can find and pick up and buy and steal, you can steal them. The customization on these vehicles is superb. Okay.
So you waited for it to be like $5 then, I guess, right?
No, I got it for free. I got it for
you
free.
got it for free.
Yeah, it was a PlayStation.
PlayStation. Okay.
No, fuck Saints Row the reboot.
The game,
fuck that shit.
It looks great. Okay, looks great, plays great. At least for me, I know a lot of people ran into a lot of bugs. The problem with that, and even one of the missions. This is, I get one of the missions. One of the missions is you bring your bisexual twink friend, gang member, whatever, partner, because I call him a twink because he runs around with a shirt. He's bisexual because he just, in passing, it's not in your face. You're just having a conversation and your character goes, wait a minute, I thought you were this. And he's like, no, I'm this. And they go, oh, and the conversation continues. It's not really, that part of the dialogue is not in your face. But he wanted to find a particular toy in a Happy Meal. So the mission is to drive around to the different fast food places to get the Happy Meal. And I'm like, oh no, I can relate to that shit. Fuck. Anyway, the problem is the characters and the rest of the dialogue. It's just so fucking it's horrible. It's cringe. It's overly cringe. That's what kept me from not wanting to play it again. Everything else was great. It's just the dialogue, like, oh my, just horrible. Everything else, great. Do something about the dialogue.
Well, it's not surprising, or the way the characters look. Like, it's just, yeah. But I think the whole thing is that if you don't want these games and people are telling you they're great, like I know a lot of people enjoyed the new Dragon Ball game, and that's cool. I get that. I know it was having problems or this and that, but I understand. It's just, maybe you'll like it, maybe you won't. I understand why games like Dragon Ball are always going to be popular. The art style is still beautiful, whatever people want to believe. I really believe it's beautiful, of course, But
I believe nothing.
I just think that if you're not excited about these games, then just stay away from them and find stuff that you really want to play. Unless you're really like, I want to push myself. Like Gotham Knights. Yeah. I was really down on that game before it came out. Then I finally bought it for a cheap price. I'm like, yeah, it's decent, but there's so much more it could be. It could be so much more. It could be.
I played it.
Yes.
I played it, and it still has a lot of bugs in it too. Unfortunately, that a lot of people complain about. And I have
connections
experienced
with the co-op stuff was annoying and things like that. It was like,
and a lot of people still experience like the frame freezing sometimes when they drive their bike and stuff like that. So there's still a lot of issues for people in it, but and the game itself, it wasn't really particularly good with a lot of others, like story-wise and stuff. It had potential, but it really dropped the ball on it, unfortunately. And they also hinted to Dick Grayson being bisexual in it.
I
with
know.
This
Again,
it's so weird, man.
Yeah, they did.
These decisions are weird.
It's
They're
just
very
like really
stupid and weird. That's more of that dumb fan fiction we were talking about yesterday.
Yeah, it is really fucking stupid.
Or even Tuesday. It's dumb.
Yeah.
Those
you mean fem fiction?
Yes, we'll go with that. Fem fiction, I like that. But it's still dumb fan fiction any way you slice it.
Exactly.
making these
No,
characters that they
exactly.
shouldn't be like that, and then making them a reality in the comics and
Yeah.
other stuff. It's ridiculous.
Mhm.
Yeah, exactly. But I do
Yeah.
see we're closing to the 2 hour mark, and it's been a great year, guys. It's been a great year. We've had a lot of fun, with the stuff that we do, and
There's
you
been
know,
some great things this year. There really has. There's been
yeah,
sadness, of course, too.
Yeah.
There's also been some streamers that did a lot for people, people who they supported, people that they had, and at least some of them I know of. Like Legendary Tron, rest in peace. The people that you and Mike know about, Baron, Klobby, and there was another one too.
Bird of Prey 5.
Cardinal Sin, right? Cardinal
Yeah.
Sin. Okay,
Cardinal
I
Sin,
know of
Cardinal
these
Sin,
my
people.
good
I thought it was
friend.
last year. I thought that was
Was
last
that
year.
last year? I'm not.
Yeah,
Okay.
But it was Bird of Prey 5 that passed this
Bird
year.
of Prey 5. Okay, yeah.
yeah.
So, and
It's
I'm happy to listen to
unfortunately,
it, and it sucks. I mean, I knew Legendary Tron, his great smile, always such an upbeat guy. It's
Mhm.
it's tragic that he's passed away.
Yeah. He was a
yeah,
good
it's
guy.
always sad.
Yeah.
It really is. Rest in
He
peace
didn't
to
let
everybody
things.
who.
Yeah, and he didn't didn't let anything hold him back.
No, he did not.
Yep, exactly.
He
And
really
like I
did
said,
not.
rest in peace to everybody who did pass away this year. Hopefully they are in a better place right now, and they're looking, on us and laughing, and just look at these idiots, just rambling around about stupid shit, being stupid.
Uh-huh.
Um,
That's what we're good at.
that's what we're good at, and it's been an amazing year. you know, just met a lot of people. We've talked a lot about stuff, and yeah, changed some stuff up here and there with the show and made it
Yeah.
better, and working as a team, and no, just really, really grateful for it all. And no, this is the season final of season 3. So, like I said earlier, also is that this will be the last time you also see the intro for season 3 and outro for season 3.
We're gonna
And
see Baron's name in lights. That's amazing, man.
yes,
Not even
and
bad.
I will
Wow.
say, it's a little heartbreaking to not use the
Uh,
same outro anymore, because it became such a big part of the joke with me, and it was a lot of fun, guys, with it. But
uh,
some jokes has to end. That's how it is.
Mhm.
So next year we're getting a
It-
really nice ending, new intro that I just have to work on all over again, because I
Yeah,
lost
that's right.
everything that I worked on.
Hey, Chase. Shut the fuck up. You're
You're
up.
a fucking cunt.
oh man.
I know.
It's
It's good memories, and
I always
you
want
know,
people to be triggered by that, but I guess a lot of people know that that's was a famous YouTuber or whatever. So.
yeah.
Mhm, mhm.
But
It's funny.
I never thought that that my main show, it's gone through changes, and it's so crazy to see. We started, the original name was, completely different, and we changed it and stuff. The Beyond started like normally as a side show after our old show, from a certain point of view, our old show. So this was like, a side show, and we figured out that this show was a lot more fun. The side show worked a lot better, and what we did here worked a lot better, and it's just so crazy to see that's been on for so long, since we started. And I got you guys here, and it's just been a crazy ride, guys. It's been a damn
Mhm.
crazy ride with you guys, and it's been so fun with all of you and all the guests we've had through the time. And no, I could have never achieved this without any of the great people here who's on the panel right now, and the people who has been guests, like Anna. We love you, Anna. And then Prismatics, and everyone. you know it's just
Except Kilt.
crazy. Yeah, except Kilter, who cares about him. He's just our emo that we need, to bring down the mood when we feel a little emotional.
Oh, he's emo? I didn't know
He's
that.
emo? Wow, I didn't know that.
He's emo with a
Wow, man,
kilt
I
and a
learn
TV
something
head.
new about
He's a
Kilton
TV
every
head
day,
with emo
man. Come
hair,
on,
and he
man.
wears a kilt.
Wow. That's
Wow.
cool.
because he likes to torture himself. You know, I'm always surprised about you, Kilted, how much you like to
Well,
torture yourself.
He
I will
does,
always be
man.
surprised.
He's like, oh, it's time to. This game might be bad. All right, let's do it. It's pretty awful. All right, let's
That
continue. All right, 10
that would
hours
make an
in, 20 hours.
that would
Okay,
make an
I've been there.
awesome
Kilted, I
superhero
know.
or supervillain. You know, it's like
Tortured, kilted. Tortured, kilted. Is that going to be the name or?
no. I think we just keep it to
Torture
Kilted
Kilted,
Cation. You know,
Oh
there he
yeah,
is in the
that'd
bayou playing bagpipes. You know,
be good. Yeah, right.
Not yet.
so
I think maybe that'll be my goal this year. I'm gonna get me a set of bagpipes and learn how to play this year.
Yeah.
Really piss
Oh,
off
the
my
bagpipes.
neighbors.
there we go.
Yeah. And no, we are on the 2 hour mark, so we are gonna wrap up the show for the year. It's
Okay.
it's a good moment. It's also a little sad moment with season 3. Season 3 has been so great. It's been my favorite time of the Beyond. Has been season
Wow,
3.
awesome.
It's been so great. And again, we could not do it with any. We couldn't do it without the audience out there. Thank for the people that has been staying for so long and supporting us, and everybody out there. We love you from the bottom of our hearts. And with
And
that, we are gonna.
well, just one little sneak preview for next year. Kilt is going to learn how to play, how to make haggis jambalaya.
Oh
So
fuck no.
the keep in with the Kilted Cajun part. Yep.
Oh.
But we are gonna start wrapping stuff up for the year. So we are gonna start with Kilted, and what's up next for you, and anything you want to say to the audience of the final of season 3.
Thanks for always being here and hanging out. Always a joy. Always fun to talk and chat with people. Rest of the year, I got a few videos obviously I'm gonna be putting out. Probably going live on Christmas Eve until once Santa Claus is taking care of the stuff. Just to hang out with people that want to come join me in the live stream. I have no idea what game I'm gonna play just yet, but I'm sure it'll be something. I might live stream, might just game. I may just do something just to have some fun and hang out with people who, maybe don't have anybody to hang out with yet. But that's about it. Hello?
There we go.
Yeah, we're
Andre?
gonna go to the next person, and we will go with Cash Money. I mean Baron, no cash, okay.
Oh, with cash, you got cash though.
Yeah. So let's see. Tomorrow we will be playing at 6:30 p.m. Pacific Standard Time on Phantom Hooligans and Twitch. We will be playing Vermintide 2. And I think we will have the full group, and so that will be included even Anonymous. So we'll see what we can do. I don't know. I don't know if people are ready to attempt champion difficulty, but
No.
if not, that's okay. But yeah, that's the main thing that's coming up. And then of course, I don't know if we're going to be doing a Cranky Old Fans next Tuesday, Baron.
Probably not. Because
Yeah.
it's Christmas Eve, man.
Right, exactly. So yeah, so I would say just right now that's the main thing.
That would have been a
that's,
great movie. Cranky Old Fans on a Christmas. That would be a fun movie.
Watching me put the
Um,
bear trap in front of the fireplace. I'm gonna get that fucker this year.
But yeah, that's the only main thing coming up right now on the Phantom Hooligans and Twitch. So right now there may be some more surprises, but right now on Friday is the main stuff. So
I'm surprised.
I know,
Mhm.
but that's all, Jace, for now.
Yeah, and then of course we're gonna get to Baron Orman Tag. And who cares about him, right? No, just
Yeah,
kidding.
yeah. Hold on.
There we go.
Hi,
Yeah.
girls. Hi, girls. How's you doing there? Those are my cheerleaders as I'm doing that 4th touchdown. So I'm supposed to talk now. Okay, I'm going to talk now. Well, basically nothing much exciting is going to happen. We'll have to see if there's some surprises, but I think pretty much a lot of our streams, whether it be Pop Talk, obviously here at the Beyond and Cranky Old Fans, are going to have a little respite until the first of the year. But we really enjoyed the run this year. I think we're heading out on a good note for 2024. Actually, it's the first time I've felt
Mhm.
like we've been going out on a good note. I don't
Yes.
know how many years. The other times it was a fourth one. Oh yeah, it's got to be coming out. It's got to be better. This time it's like, yeah, I feel like it's going to be better. So, and
Mhm.
I think a lot of people have that. And we also showed, especially on this show, that there was some good things that came out this year, and we should remember that and we should reward that.
Exactly.
Um, we have a lot of great streamers out there. Again, subscribe to them, go out there, reward them for the hard work that they're doing. Uh, we need to have a unified front. Sure, we'll have we should have differences. That much is for sure because we're individuals, but we shouldn't also tear each other down. So let's hope for more of that in the next year. That breath of freedom that we're going to have, more free speech, being able to tell what's on our mind more without that fear, and that's what we all need. And maybe even the turn of Hollywood, amongst other things, to actually deliver what we the people want. It gets us that's all we ask for. Good games, good movies, good TV shows. Something that won't insult us. And I have that good high. I'm on a high for once. The first time in I don't know, at least 4 years, maybe 5 years. So, God bless everybody out there. You all have a Merry Christmas, Happy New Year's, Happy Yule. Um, all that out there. Um, Remember, we are a family, not just in YouTube, but in this nation. Sure, you might not get along with somebody else, but please get the acid, spitting the acid and being such vicious people because your people lost. Get over it, and remember, we're a family. To demonize one group over another is not the best thing at all, and that includes the worldwide. That's how wars get started, and we don't want that. Just because we don't like each other doesn't mean we have to fight. So, and we
Exactly.
can be civil.
Exactly.
So let's have more of that there. And if you're going to be pissants, yeah, I'm more than willing to put you on a slow boat to China, as they used to say back in the old days. Oh my God, is that racist? I don't care. Fuck you, YouTube. But hey, let's hope for a great year for season 4. I'm glad to be here. I'm honored to be here for the finale. Joining the team as a special guest star on season 3 and becoming a full-fledged cast member next year.
Because you're in the intro.
I'll be in the intro, but something about being a special guest star kind of holds something there too. It puts you even higher than the other hosts, but I'll take the demotion. So again, Jace, thank you so much for everything you have done, not just letting Cash and I and the others being Kilted, of course, and Priz and all that be on your platform and putting up with their shenanigans. Also for many of the other things you have done for us, Jace, and you definitely didn't need to do so, but the kind-heartedness that you have. Of course, my partner, I can sit back and say partner, not in that way either, by the way, Cash Monet, because even when we get away from Pop Talk, we seem to be attached to the hip and doing the cranky old fans, which you're helping us with.
Yes. We
Yeah,
This
appreciate
was
and
the
of
right
course,
one.
yeah. And of course, Kilton for all his insights down there and the hard work that he does on his channel. We're surrounded by people, and let's just say Mike because he's part of this family as well.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yes.
And I want to thank him for all the kindness that he has shown us,
Yes.
being our brother and giving us a chance and expanding our universe a little bit more to meet these people and to hopefully entertain the masses out there. So please go out there, tell your friends, people who follow YouTube, follow pop culture, follow science fiction, fantasy, whatever it is. Please tell your friends, hey, maybe you should tune in and listen to these knuckleheads. You might get something out of it. And I'm not just saying that so we can get more viewers, but to grow the family. Because the more of us together in harmony, not lockstep agreeing, but just in harmony, will make everything better. And this is a safe place for you to share your thoughts and ideas in the chat. We will not get down on you. Sure, we'll tease the ones that we know, but we won't get down on anybody because that's not our thing. And whether it's here, Pop Talk, wherever. So again, Jace, thank you so very much. Thank you for letting me ramble on this closing.
brother.
But I am, you don't know how grateful I am to everybody here. And you guys help keep me going every day. This is my therapy. So God bless everybody out there. God bless you, Jace, Cash, Kilted, Anna, Mike, all of you, all the people in the chat, all the people who might be watching later on. So, and haven't been in the chat and watching. So, and again,
Yep.
happy Christmas,
thank you
Merry
again.
New Year.
And thank you to
And
you,
happy-
Baron. Thank you for the kind words.
Hey, I know how to suck up.
And I want to thank everybody who has been with me on this ride on 540, and the people I've met and the connections that we have bonded through and created through the years and this year. I am just really yeah, right. But I'm really grateful. I'm really happy. I don't know much more I can say. Baron took the words. No bear sex, everybody. No bear sex. We're looking at you, Moss. And even you hear the dog gets mad. But no, just thank you to everybody, and thank you to Anna who was here today. It means a lot that you were here. Anna, remember you always have a place here with us, and we love you a lot, and you're a great person. So thank you for being here on the final. And to everybody out there, if you haven't, please subscribe to everybody who is, part of 540, who are friends with 540, like Pacific 414, aka Mike, and everybody out there. All great people. They make great content, fun content. It's just incredible to see how all of them are growing and doing their stuff. It's amazing, man. It really is. And yeah, with that, this is the final of season 3, and like I always say, just remember that life's too short. Make the most of it. And we in 540 Studio and the guest who's been here, we love you, we appreciate you, and none of us would have been here today with all you alphas out there. Thank you for the love. Thank you for the inspiration. Thank you for the kind heart that a lot of you peeps have out there. It means the world. And with that, for the final time with season 3, this will be the last time you see it on our streams. Good night, everybody. And remember,
Night.
Shut the fuck up. You're a fucking cunt. Shut the fuck up. You're a stupid cunt. Suck my dick.
Cause I don't give a fuck what you say. Yeah, I'ma do shit my way. So you can go kick rocks, I'ma stack bricks up, build what I want to make. Yo, I got a lot of shit to say, so I'ma do this every day. I'll be writing things until I'm fucking buried in my grave. 6 feet deep under, but my body won't decay. Cause my messages are timeless, so they'll put them on display. Oh yeah, I rap with a certain